Yo, welcome into the CB and Poff Show. Chris, we got a big-time show lined up today.
One of the best in the nation joining us, man. I'm excited. Another loaded slate. I feel like we say that every week, but you know what it is.
It's popping, man. You know what else is popping? We got IMG Academy's 4-star, should be 5-star cornerback, Brendan Radley-Hiles, a.k.a. Buki, on the show. What's good, my man?
All good. How you guys doing?
Doing great, man, and we'll jump right into it. You guys got a big game this week. You've been off a few weeks because of Hurricane Irma, but you got number 12 Miami Central rolling in this weekend. How excited are you guys to get back on the football field?
We're really excited. We had a great week of practice so far. High tempo. Nobody really can match our intensity on this defense. So really that's how we're coming into this game. We're laser focused and confident in our ability.
Yeah, Buki, I want to talk a little bit about your practice versus the average practice across America. You guys are practicing with arguably, I don't even know how many, probably 20 Division I players. Can you just talk a little bit about what it's like every single week? You're going through practice, but you're practicing against some of the nation's best every single week.
I would say, you kind of get used to it, after a while because, it becomes so, second nature to you because, it's every day for us. But, it's all together is humbling. It's very humbling to see how guys carry themselves on and off the field. But like you said, to answer your question, practicing with, top guys like that, it's iron sharpens iron. I have to go at it with Brian Hightower every day. And that's my brother from California as well. We're both from the same section of Los Angeles. So, our promises to each other is to make each other great. So that's the only way we know how to go.
And, you guys are right there with anybody when it comes to having the toughest schedule in high school football. What's it like for you? That kind of helps prepare you maybe for college football too, because you're going to be playing some dogs week in and week out. What's it like being able to play that national schedule where you're playing a ton of top 25 teams?
It's great. It's really preparation. It's preparation into what I'm going to see at the next level. I'm going to see, week in and week out, I'm going to go against some top-notch talent. So with that being said, it just translates over from high school ball, from practice to game Friday night, Saturday nights for us sometimes, onto Saturdays in college.
Yeah, now my guy Zach talked about the national schedule, Buki, and you've played the California talent now at Calabasas last year. You guys went 14-1, not a slouch of a team at all, stacked roster. Now you're out at IMG. You guys are playing a Florida schedule, or more Florida-esque schedule. Can you talk about the talent in different states and sort of, I don't know, can you give us a prediction or can you give us a statement if you think Florida high school ball is better than Cali ball?
I don't want to say all that now, but
smart man, you're a smart man, dude.
I don't want to say all that, but Florida football is very different than California football. Here, it's a different mentality. It's a stacker-starved world out here. Here it's survival of the fittest. These guys out here, they hard, they have heart, they play to the whistle, and they go all out. In California, you can get a pass, you can get a lot of wiggle, you got speed, you got elusiveness. It's a lot of things that go into it. It's West Coast football. That is what it is. But it's just primarily what goes into it. What the differences, I would say, is the weight room. The weight room out here is emphasized so much, I would say stricter than the West Coast. So that's my opinion. But that just is what my opinion is.
Hey, I'm getting jealous, man, seeing you on our Snapchat and you got all those good meals, man. But I gotta ask you, what's your go-to meal before a game?
Before a game, we actually have a pregame meal, and we got steak, we have chicken, we have green beans, and sometimes we have a little bit of salmon. Sometimes, if it was because sometimes we have our downtime in the morning, so we're allowed to go eat out. I would probably say we go to as a team, we go to Buffalo Wild Wings. That's actually what I'm gonna eat tonight. I'm about to put it on the story right now.
You a hot and spicy guy, or you going BBQ?
Nah, I go honey barbecue, man. I don't be on that a little hot stuff.
Man, they take care of you guys out there. Another question I have for you, man, is we see a lot of people. Everyone wants to have an opinion about IMG Academy. There's a lot of people that just flat out, they just don't really know what goes on there. Give us a little insight. Can you speak to what people don't know, or why a lot of the best players in the nation, like yourself, choose to go out there and go to IMG Academy?
When you come to IMG, like you said, a lot of people don't know, as outsiders, but what goes in, the hard work and the preparation that goes on, day in and day out here, it's crazy because, people judge us so much about how, we're just a team full of stars and we just come together and just magically win games. That's 100% incorrect. We come in, it's tough coming from different states, coming across the nation like I did, and being able to have to trust a guy from, like Houston, who's in the backfield with me. I have to trust him with that he has my back at all costs. That's kind of hard. Whether, some guys, they stay in their state and they stay in their local school. They've been knowing a guy since day one, so they have that trust, with no problem. Me, I have to learn on the fly these guys, and it's just kind of harder. So day in and day out, you learn new things about yourself as well, more so somebody else. So I would say, being able to have, time management skills, being able to have a consistent, diligent work ethic, and just being a guy of self-motivation, with morals and principles. That'll be a basic description of what you get out of IMG. It's more so not just a good quality football player. It's more so a man of character.
All right, Buki, we're going to do something new here. We haven't done this with any guests. I know your game. We're going to do a little rapid fire. Just start throwing questions your way. You down?
Let's get it.
All right, baby. Who drops the best bars on the team? Who's got the best flow? I know you showed X what's good up at the opening, but who's number one at IMG?
TK Chimeza.
Nice.
Okay.
What do you got, CB?
Stars, do they matter or not?
Negative. They cannot save you on the field when I'm on it.
I love it. Who's the best teammate you've ever played with, including guys at Calabasas, Bishop Gorman, and now here at IMG? Who's number one?
Paulie Natiote.
Wow.
I love it.
That one came out of.
Who's got the best dance moves on the team?
Here, Cameron Coleman.
Boom. All right,
one more.
All right.
Most college offers on the team.
Oh, I don't know who has it right now, but I know Josh Moore had it when he was here in the spring.
He's got what, like 50?
I think he shut it down when he got to 59. He committed on 59.
And he's Nebraska too, like you, right?
Yeah, that's my twin. That's my brother forever.
Ooh, I love it, man. You gonna make sure Nebraska doesn't lose to Northern Illinois next year? Or?
Man, I don't even want to talk about that. That's the past, man.
I love it, man. I got to ask you too, man. I know you're a T Grizzly guy, but who's the number one artist in the game right now? Is it T Grizz, Little Uzi, or you going Kodak?
That's a hard matchup, because all those guys, really drop something new. But I'm staying true to T Grizzly. He comes from a hard background, and he tells his story. And that's what I like about him.
And hey, the way you play on the football field, it's no effort. So
with no effort.
I knew you'd like that one, man.
I got one last one.
All right,
Buki, who's the best dressed on the team?
Ooh,
best dressed? That's me. Come on now.
Okay, that's what I like to hear.
I love it, dude. I got one more though. Who's your number one favorite NFL player?
Tyrann Mathieu. That's the Badgers.
Hey, you know what? I hear people comp you all day with him, and I see it, man, because, defensively, when it comes to instincts, I think you're number one in all high school football.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that.
Hey, we got to put you on the spot. What do we do, Brown, to every guest?
We got to get a score prediction.
What's happening Friday night, baby?
Score prediction for us against Miami Central?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They gonna try to do what they want to do, with the little run game, with the little 4-back set. But that's when our dogs, our trenches come alive. When you play against IMG, you better be ready. You better have did your job in the weight room. the prior 2 weeks before, because that's when you play us, is big boy football in this defense. So they're gonna try to run the ball. I think that they've had 650 yards in the last 3 games, on the floor, and then in the air they've only had 200 something. So really, they're gonna have to bring their A game when they run the ball on us, and then my side is gonna be taken care of, our other side is gonna be taken care of. So to be truly honest, and no offense, to them if they want to take it or not, but I don't see them getting on the board at all.
Ooh. How much you guys put on the board? Are you going like a 21 Berg?
No, yeah, we gonna make them pass the sticks. It's gonna be a 21 blowout.
I love it, man. I know you're a busy man, Buki. Keep killing it on Snapchat, and thanks for joining us, man.
Yeah, man. I really appreciate you taking the time, clearing some time in your schedule to join us. Best of luck Friday and on the rest of the season as well, man.
Thank you, man. I appreciate you guys having me.
All right, brother. So that was Brendan Radley-Hiles. Everyone knows him as Buki, the Buki Monster. My nicknames aren't that good. I've been calling him kind of Orville Redenbacher because I'm always a get your popcorn ready guy, and that guy's prime time.
I love the Matteo comp. I love that. I love that he loves Matteo. That's his guy, man.
Honey Badger.
And I also love that you better done your work in the weight room when you come in to play IMG.
Or how about, hey, we're going to shut them boys out?
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? I've said this before the season, and you know it. The man we just talked to right there, I've been saying, is the best all-around high school football player in the country.
Yeah, I think you were the one that sort of told me, just pop the tape on, check out this kid.
He does it on all 3 phases: offense, defense, and special teams.
And
he's
you gotta love the confidence. More so, you gotta love a kid with that confidence that takes it onto the field. Yeah. And he's like, "Let's go, bring it on." Dog, man, I can't wait to watch him at the next level wherever he ends up.
He's going to be starting as a true freshman. Yeah. We'll see. I think he might stay in Nebraska.
Okay.
I think Florida is going to try and be a big player here.
Yeah.
Sounds like he enjoys living in Florida, but this is all just me. This is my speculation, so I don't know anything.
I thought it was interesting what he said about IMG and everybody else's opinion versus what actually goes on there. We may have our own opinions off the air or outside of wherever, but at the end of the day, sort of similar to what I said about Gorman, look, they got to put 11 guys on either side of the ball, and like he said, some of these teams have been practicing or they have guys returning from last year, and it's the same team, and you're plugging a few holes. And these guys are, you could almost say they're probably bringing in 8 new starters, 7 or 8 new guys on either side.
I mean, you look at a team like a Modern Day or even a St. John Bosco or Bishop Gorman, where these guys have been playing together, a lot of them since, even like middle school.
Yeah,
so the chemistry's there.
And that was an interesting point from Monroe when he was on the show, is he goes, yeah, man,
him and JT have been
I've had that chemistry with JT for a long time, So good stuff, man. Great interview. Good kid.
Yeah, because, I agree 100% with what he said is, hey, they got a lot of talent, no doubt. Mm-hmm. But, developing team chemistry isn't something that takes weeks. Usually it takes at least, months, mostly years. Right. So the way they're playing right now, I agree, man. They got some dogs on defense. Xavier Thomas he's a killer. Nolan Smith around the edge. Their secondary is loaded. On offense, they got the 3-headed attack. Trey Sanders, Alabama guy. Noah Kane.
They got 3 of the best running backs in the nation.
Let's jump in. Let's go. Actually, before we go top 10 games, I waited till I was in first place to do the record breakdown.
Here we go.
It's close. So through the first 4 weeks, I'm 26-14. Our girl McKenna Guerrero is tied with me. Okay. So I don't know if that's impressive on her part or just disappointing on my part.
Hey, look, she's got some secret knowledge.
Her secret knowledge is she copies me.
Yeah, so that's true.
Let's not get carried away.
Switches one up so it doesn't look the same.
Yeah, and UNL train 25-15. So you're a game back.
Okay.
You're right there.
We're close.
First game
this week.
Game of the week. Miami Central, number 12, versus number 2 IMG Academy, and I got IMG. And I think they win by double digits. Yeah,
I'm going to keep it simple. I do have to say Miami Central has had a couple, the winning Gorman was really impressive. James Cook is a stud. I'm say that every single week. But
they had a lot to play for that week, too.
They did.
And this has been an emotional couple of weeks probably for him. So
and I mean, if you just listen to what Buki said, the defense is going to be ready for what Miami Central brings. So they're on to him. I'm going IMG.
Buki, he sold you, man. He's that D, man. We ain't giving up no points. And,
I like it. He talked about what Central's already going to run, man. Okay,
and
I believe you.
It's really unfair to IMG because Tanner McKee got hurt early in that Centennial game, but they could have still very well held that offense to not scoring a ton of points. But a lot of people saying, hey, if Tanner McKee plays, Centennial maybe wins that game.
Yeah, I mean, one of the best games last year.
It's part of football. You get hurt. But we both roll on IMG. We got another big game. It's St. John Bosco, number 6.
Yep.
Going out to D.C., number 17, St. John's.
I believe I picked St. John's last week, and I'm not sure that you did.
I didn't. I rolled Jersey. Jersey screwed me that week, dude.
Yeah.
They lost. Bergen lost, and I think I had St. Peter's Prep, and they lost. So I was 0 for 3 in Jersey games.
Let's keep this simple. You know how I feel about St. John Bosco. I'm rolling with number 6.
So I got some facts for you.
Okay.
St. John Bosco traveled across the country how many times this year?
Once.
And what happened?
They lost.
Okay, St. John's has played one California team so far this year, and what happened?
They lost.
I think St. John's is going to be 0-2 against California.
Okay.
I got Bosco too.
Okay, but this time Bosco goes to them.
Yeah, exactly. So they're trying to go across the country, going out to D.C., see if they can even up the score. They're playing really well right now. I think they've outscored the opposition like 134 to 31, or 160 something actually to 31 since that loss. So I'm going them. Modern Day St. Mary's. I'm picking Modern Day every week. It's that simple.
Look, I caught bits of the game last week.
Listen, I told you, man, I think this Modern Day team might be better than Bishop Gorman's team last year.
Yeah, you did.
And you said no.
I don't know if I can agree with that, but, man, I think I said it last week. You guys, if you listen, just type JT Daniels into Google and watch him film. Yeah. The kid's a junior, and it's
if he doesn't throw for
ridiculous.
If he doesn't throw for 305 every week, it's like he must have had an off game. He threw for 285.
I mean, we see a lot of really good high school quarterbacks come through, and I'm really high on Trevor Lawrence.
Don't tweet it. Just don't tweet it. Georgia will come after you.
Yeah, just watch JT Daniels throw the ball, and it's like, dude,
the guy's been calling his own play since his freshman year.
The kid's only a junior. Get out of here. Yeah.
USC.
Number 1 Modern Day. Going with them.
I love Stockton, man. 209. They got the Diaz brothers. Those are 2 of my favorite fighters, but this ain't UFC. This is high school football, so I'm going Modern Day. Let's go back out to Florida. Northwestern, Booker T. Washington. Big game for both teams. Northwestern's part of the next 5 out.
Okay.
Very talented team. This game features 2 of the best quarterbacks in the state of Florida. You got Tutu Atwell, a Louisville commit. Don't know if he's going to play quarterback there. He's undersized. He's about 5'7", $165 on a good day. And he's going up against Booker T. Washington, Dana Richardson, stud quarterback. You got Tyquan Thornton, a Florida commit. He's throwing the rock to him. So I like Northwestern, though.
You do?
I do.
All right. Well, I'm going to roll with Booker T then.
All right. This is a pick'em game, I think. This is a close one. This game's going down Friday night, I believe. So, all right, mark it down. This is my favorite matchup, one-on-one, individual matchup versus individual matchup. Shelby, South Point.
Okay.
Shelby's got this 4-star linebacker, Dax Holyfield. This guy is an animal, quarterback of the defense. We're going to see if he's ready for South Point's Darion Kendrick, the future Clemson Tiger. This is my favorite matchup individually of the weekend. You got linebacker versus quarterback. Who's going to make more plays? I'm rolling DK. So.
Okay, I was going to say, did you see Darion's numbers from last week?
Hey, I'm going to say this, though. Dax already has 50-something tackles.
Okay.
He's averaging over 10 tackles per game. This guy's a savage.
I got to roll with Darion. I got to roll with Darion, man.
They're number 20 in my ranking, so I got Shelby's 5-0.
They're numbered. Oh, okay. So this game has some serious meat to it.
Yeah, this is one of my favorite games of the week.
Okay.
Are you going South Point too?
I'm going South Point.
Yeah, me too. All right, you want to go to Cincy? St. X?
Let's go to Cincy.
Archbishop
I love a good
Moeller.
Cincy matchup.
Yeah, this is like some dogfight football.
Yeah,
I love it.
Yeah.
I like St. X, man. They're number 14 in the top 25. Hey, Archbishop Moeller, man. Their only loss was to Trinity, number 15 team in our top 25. They were up 17-0 in that game.
Okay.
but then Trinity came back and won 38-30. St. X, they're clicking now. Chase Wolf, Wisconsin committed quarterback. They got Blake Basevich on the D-line along with Bobby Jefferson. They got some weapons to get the rock to on offense, too. I like St. X winning this one on the road.
You're going to take St. X on the road. I mean, you have them ranked. I guess you kind of have to back up your rankings.
Yeah.
Oh, man. There's something about Ohio football, and when you...
Hey, Muller's good.
Yeah, and when when the home squad, you know what? Let's go. I'm going to go Muller. Let's go.
Let's go, baby. All right, we got 4 games left. Santa Margarita at Mission Viejo. This is the game of the week in Southern California. I believe it's the game that's going to be featured on Fox Sports Go, the prime ticket game of the week. I got Viejo, man. Their defense is loaded. Elijah Griffin's one of my favorite players. You can make a strong case. He's the best overall player in all of California when it comes to being a two-way guy.
Okay.
On offense and defense, little Warren G's got it.
High praise, man.
Little Warren G's got it. He's a baller. They beat Long Beach Poly.
I was just gonna say I saw what that defense.
Not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 INTs.
Yeah, I'm not gonna. I mean, I was just gonna say I saw what Viejo's defense did to a talented Poly offense.
Very talented.
So
Santa Margarita's in the Trinity League. The Trinity League is 23-1 so far this year, I believe. The only loss was that overtime loss to Aquinas. So Margarita's averaging over 50 a game too.
And that overtime loss to Aquinas, I believe the final was 6-3.
It was 9-3.
9-3.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna roll with number 23 Mission Viejo, coming off a really strong performance. Yeah. Elijah Griffin is someone to put on your radar.
He's a stud. You got Austin Osborne at receiver on offense. He's nice too. All right, so California A versus the Aloha State. St. Louis, the only new team to our top 25 this week. They got this cat, Tuateli.
Oh, that's impressive.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
You know what's even more impressive is his game.
Okay.
He's a 4-star defensive tackle. Probably should be a 5-star in the 2019 class. Top 35 recruit overall. Savage on the D-line. I think they win big against Narbonne.
You do. It's in Hawaii?
I could be wrong. I usually am right, but I'm going to say St. Louis has outscored the opposition 203-20.
Whoa.
Through their first 4 games this year.
So
it's in Hawaii, too.
So their defense is okay then, huh?
They're pretty good. And they gave up 14 last week to Punahou, but they scored 49, so.
Let's see. All right, Hawaii is going to rep for the state on this one.
Yeah, 808.
I'm rolling
you
with
hear Neil Everett all the time on SportsCenter going 808.
Yeah.
That's Honolulu out in that neck of the woods.
All right, I'm rolling with the 808 then. I'm going St. Louis.
2 games, Jersey, Texas, Bergen Catholic at Paramus Catholic. This is a big game for both teams. You know, they're playing in arguably one of the toughest conferences, toughest leagues.
2 of Jersey's best.
You don't want to start 0-1 in this league. Bergen's lost 2 in a row. They don't want to have a 3-game losing streak.
Tough loss last week.
Paramus, 62-14. Yeah. Modern Day's going to be doing that to people this year, though. So that's one you got to just get over.
Yeah.
I keep going back and forth.
For putting Modern Day on the schedule too, man. Coming all the way out here.
Coming out to the West Coast. Yeah. I'm going Bergen.
Okay. Bergen's
Johnny Langen's my guy.
Yeah, you're the big Johnny Langen guy, and they're coming off 2 losses. You got to think a guy like Langen with that kind of swagger is not going to let his team walk in there.
Yeah.
Shoot, I was going to go different, but I'm gonna go Bergen as well.
Hey, Paramus got some studs. They got a Darian Hardy. He's a top 100, top 200 guy in the 2018 class. Not sure if their running back's back. He missed last week, but Jonathan Clark, he's the guy Paramus needs if they want to win this game. Last game, Atascocita at Klein Collins. Wow. This game features 2 of the best in the 2019 class.
Oh, okay.
Kenyon Green, offensive tackle, top 10 recruit in that class. He's an LSU guy.
Yeah.
Klein Collins got this cat, Isaiah Spiller, another 2019 guy. He's one of the best running backs in the state.
So you mentioned the offensive tackle at Atascocita. We're going to have to do a podcast at some point just talking about how big these kids are in high school.
He's a junior.
He's a junior, and he's 6'5", 315 pounds.
Yeah, he that could be, he might be bigger than 315, let's be real.
Yo, Mom, if you're listening to this, you should have fed me better, all right? Oh, man.
I think he could eat us.
I love a good Texas showdown, man.
Yeah, I had to get Texas on this week. There's a lot of Texas teams
I'm gonna roll with Klein Collins.
Yeah, they beat a very talented Houston Lamar team, a team that has Anthony Cook, Deshaun Jameson, and the Tasmanian Devil, that Tashawn Henry.
Okay.
He's a savage. The dude that hurdled 2 guys last year.
Oh, okay, yeah.
They beat them last week.
Yeah, we need something else from him.
Yeah, it's coming, dude. They played one game this year, so it's coming. I'm going Klein Collins too.
Let's go.
That's it, man. You gonna catch me this week?
I sure hope so, man. I need to give myself a cushion, because late in the season when you stick with Mater Dei and I'm gonna have them getting upset at some point.
Let's be real. We know in
it's gonna be tough because
in mid-October, when they play St. John Bosco, we know who you're picking.
We're going to be doing the podcast from the field. This is what we're going to be doing.
We really should, dude. We can do, like intentional talk when they do it at the game.
Exactly.
We'll just have peeps rolling in during the show.
Yeah, maybe grab a few of the kids. Jump in.
I think they're going to say beer, but we'll go soda.
We got to do that off the air. Yeah.
That's all the time we got, man. That's Chris Brown right there. I'm Zack Poff, and obviously thanks to Buki, man, Brendan Radley-Hiles for jumping on the podcast. Great interview. Even better person.
Peace.
We out. Adios.